Hello folks, right, I'm back in the car now. Wow, cold to the bone. I don't mind admitting it today. I am cold. I've plugged in a microphone, excuse me, in the hope that it improves the audio a little bit. A swig of water. I've been out in front of the fire there for ages. Yeah. So yeah, let's get my act together here. So yeah, these vlogs mine, they are pretty ropey and they're long. It's just a rambling old bloke, so don't feel duty bound to watch them. If you don't like this sort of thing, just go watch something else, no problem. But it's nice that it's actually these vlogs have sort of struck a resonance with one or two of you out there, and thanks very much for the comments. Thanks very much. Anyway, so yeah, today this is night 2 in the Berlingo Base Camp. That's what I've decided to name it as, and I've had a cracking walk today. Been out miles and miles and miles, and got back just on darkness, and got back to here. Started the fire pit up. I've been meaning to get that fire pit going for the last 3 trips, but you think, oh god, look at the weather. There's no absolutely no point. It's either been tipping down with rain, high winds, or both. So tonight has been the first night that thought, yeah, let's go for it. So I got the fire pit off the roof. I've been carrying around this damn same wood for weeks, and yeah, nice fire. As soon as it started to die off, there was a dramatic realisation. It's bloody cold out there tonight. I am cold, proper cold tonight. I say I'm a bit like the fabric of an old building. When you first put the heating on, come winter, you think, ooh, still cold. But after it's been on a few days, the sort of fabric of the building, like the good red brick, the stone, again, sort of retains the heat, like I said last night, the storage heater. But I'm cold. My bloody feet are cold tonight. So there we are. Anyway, it's not bad in here. Got the radiator going, so should warm up, and it won't be long before I'm in my sleeping bag tonight. So anyway, got the fire going. That was very nice indeed, and did some nice what you call sukiyaki, which is a Japanese stew. Just a thing you chuck everything you've got left over in there, and bubble it all up. And as you're eating out of it, you can add more stuff to it. It's like a perpetual meal, so to speak. But I did that in the mess tins out there. Did a couple of helpings of that, and that was lovely. Good hearty stuff. Actually, the Japanese and actually the South Korean, I watch their videos because I like the grub, I like the environment, I like their setups. The climate over in those countries is very similar to this one, perhaps with a little bit more on the extremes. They seem to get a lot more snow in Japan than we do. Temperature wise, high and low, both those countries are around about the same, which is why a lot of those videos do resonate with me, because what they're dealing with is broadly similar to what we deal with. And they're very tidy people, particularly the Japanese people, very tidy people. And you have to be tidy in a small environment. Otherwise, it all turns to crap, basically. You're just sort of sleeping on top of crap and crap. And in fact, I'm not like that. I like to keep my little space tidy. And it is working out. Anyway, so that grub was great. I had a couple of glasses of wine. So, yeah, but then after that fire died down, way it's cold. So, washed up all the crocks, got everything ready. I pre-fill the kettle in case I need a hot water bottle in the night. And also ready for coffee tomorrow, so I don't have to go out in the cold light of day and fill up the kettle to come back in and do a coffee. I just sort of like rising from the dead, from the I'm not a morning person, from the sleeping bag, and I can get the kettle going and have a cup of coffees. Talking of coffee, I have these 3-in-1 coffees. I've got some Nescafe Creamy and some Maxwell House 3-in-1s. And it's surprising that here they taste great. It's perfect for the environment. They taste great. And I last time, my missus, we use these pod type things in a coffee machine at home, and they can work out quite expensive. And I said, I tell you what, love, I'm enjoying those 3-in-1s so much when I go away camping. I'm happy to have the 3-in-1s at home as well. It's all right, that's good. I tried one. I thought, bloody hell, that's sweet. It's amazing how something in this environment almost tastes completely different when you get back to your home environment. Same goes with the food sometimes. I said, I can't remember what it was now, one of the trips I did. I said to my missus, I said, you ought to try this that I did. You ought to try it. It's gorgeous. Best food I ever had. And I did it at home. I think, well, it's all right. There's nothing to write home about. So again, it's a bit like pot noodles. Pot noodles. Say now you had a pot noodle. I don't know some people pretty much live off the damn things, but pot noodle at home. I think, well, that was a pretty crappy lunch, dinner. But here, we're up on a trig point. We're out wild camping or something. You relish every moment of the pot noodle experience. So yeah, I've got my 3-in-1s lined up for tomorrow, and after I've had about 2 or 3 of those, I can start coming back to life. And tomorrow again, I'm out up on the hills. Massive walk today. Probably going to replicate. I've done most of it up there now. I don't think there's much else I can find up there, but it's so lovely. I don't mind going round and round and round the same bloody route. It's doing me good. It's doing me good. I would like to get out onto the higher ones. I would like to get back into doing the radio a lot more. I'm probably fit enough to do so, but I have to find the campsites. I say I'm not happy parking in public car parks anymore. And also, I have to watch the weather, because even in the Brecon Beacons, the weather can get quite extreme. So I have to watch things like that. It can't be, certainly as a solo walker. Oh, somebody mentioned Jason as well, 965. I lost touch with a guy, I'm afraid. He lost interest. He had some family stuff. Lost interest in his YouTube channel, lost interest in radio. So I don't know where he is, lost touch with a guy. So if you're watching, Jason, give me a shout, mate. Give me a shout. Don't know if you're still subscribed to any of the channels, but give me a shout, mate. So I haven't got his number. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I think he quit Facebook. I haven't got his email address, so don't know where he is. It's a shame, but that's life. That's life. Anyway, so yeah, I'm off out the hills tomorrow. Come back, probably have another dose of the same stuff. Use up some stuff that's left over. I might treat myself to some bacon rolls before I go tomorrow. I've got a whole pack of rolls I haven't opened. Nice bacon roll with a nice tomato soup, and dip buttered rolls into the soup. That'd be nice. Anyway, so yeah, I can't stop. I have mind do that now. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm here to lose weight, not go to have like 3 rolls and bacon rolls at whatever time of the night it is. Must be getting on for 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, so tomorrow night is my last night here, so I'll partially pack down, tidy up tomorrow. Checkout time's not till 12 midday, so as long as I roll out of the door about 10 o'clock, it takes me about an hour and a half to pack down, I should say, and hit the road home. I won't be long before I'm back out again. Oh God. Oh, sorry. Anyway, last night I had one too many rums, I suppose you could say. It's only this tiny little glass. I'm holding it out like a fish. You know these blokes that just caught an average sized fish. They sort of hold it out like that so it looks massive. Well, that's not massive. That is actually a tiny shot glass, so to speak. Half rum, half ginger ale. They were going down sweet ass. What I did last night, I've got a setup here. I've got a fair bit of tech running in here, actually. I've always said, just because you're sort of off-grid or remote, or you want to live somewhere miles away, especially now with Starlink, you don't really have to live like a caveman anymore. It'd be perfectly feasible to have a cottage up in the Highlands of Scotland with a massive 50-inch TV a Starlink internet connection, like 150 megabits per second or something, and you've got the tech, and you've got the remote environment. There's no need now to think, oh, you've got to go back to living like you're like in 1900 or something. It's the same as this, really. I've got my MiFi running here, and generally, for a simple setup, the really basic setup is the phone I'm recording on now. That is just a Samsung S something, old phone, and I put a SIM card in that and just tether it, just hotspot it. What I've got running here, excuse me, is slightly more elaborate because I don't like adverts. In fact, some of the local news websites are so lousy with adverts, it's virtually unusable. So what I've actually got what they call a Pi-hole DNS running, which is one of these single board computers, the Raspberry Pi, running Pi-hole DNS. So I've got my MiFi running there. Down by the side of the seat, I've got the SBC computer running Pi-hole DNS. And then the computers then connect through the internet and pick up their name resolution through the Raspberry Pi, and it cuts down the adverts. It doesn't stop the adverts in YouTube. You need an ad blocker for that. But it does cut out a load of adverts. You don't realise how many adverts it cuts out until you actually see what's going on without the ad blocker or the Pi-hole DNS than you do with it. It's their own fault. I'm not anti-advert at all, but I think these companies need to understand that if you make the adverts annoying, then people are going to want to block them, and the advertising agencies need to work out. You need to get your message across very quickly before people lose interest and skip, or if you've got a long advert, don't make it annoying. If I'm watching something that's peaceful, I've got a frog in my throat tonight, then halfway through I don't want it to cut over to a load of raucous rap music or rock music. If I'm watching, say, an app that's basically I don't know, one of these things that's designed to help you fall asleep, I don't want to end up halfway through because there's an advert in there that's completely raucous and horrible, and you're forced to watch the thing, and come the end of it, you haven't got a clue what they're trying to sell you. If there was an advert that came on now, say, Black Friday deals, come down to our so-and-so store, we got a 10.1-inch tablet, 85 quid, then I'd be interested. If the same company make an advert where there's some sort of, I don't know, load of bloody rock music and all this sort of stuff, and then it cuts over to something just equally as annoying, and then there's some sort of convoluted sort of sales message in there, and you come to the end of it, bloody adverts. It's not gonna do it for you. So reevaluate that the adverts that may work on TV or other platforms aren't going to work on this one. And I think the advertising agencies in particular are doing a very poor job. It's just pissing people off. That's why there's so many people running Pi-hole DNS and ad blockers. Anyway, that's another story. So, I don't know where I am with it all now, but there we go. Anyway, so I'm going to try and stay off the rum. I might have one tot because I'm so cold. I know alcohol's not good for cold, but it certainly helps me. There's a reason why there's a thing called Navy rum, because you used to end up on rum rations. Things used to get so bad. So there we go. Anyway, on about the tech. So I've got the MiFi, Pi-hole DNS. I've got the 10.1-inch tablet here, which was jolly good. Now this is getting towards end of life, not because it's in any way faulty. The battery's good, but it's not getting the updates. The apps are not being updated, and one by one they're becoming unusable. At the moment, YouTube's still usable, so that was good enough for me. I brought a Chromebook with me for no other reason really than I want access to, I haven't used it, access to Google Maps. Google Maps on this is so slow, it's unusable. It's a shame really, because when you see these companies sort of saying, oh, we're environmentally friendly, they're not in any shape or form, because it's really good equipment go into landfill. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Even the Chromebook is not that old, but message came through. This is not receiving updates anymore because it's out of date. So really I should chuck that out. Perfectly good tablet. I should chuck the Chromebook out. Blah, blah, blah. Most people would. When that one finally sort of goes out of date, I'm going to try and force an alternative operating system on it. But it's fiddly. But I'll manage. But most people just say landfill it, chuck it, and all the rest of it. So it's an absolute shame. I got a really good 8-inch Samsung tablet at home that would sit on that back of that seat and that holder. Lovely. Totally out of date. There's pretty much no apps running on it at all now. So that's just a bloody doorstop really. Shame. But yeah, if there's something comes up in Black Friday sales, up in the Black Friday sales, I might invest in a new tablet, smaller sort of thing than that. No bigger than this. I think it's a 10.1 inch screen, and then I won't need to bring the Chromebook. And that's, every item you can not bring is more room, less clutter. So might go for that. We'll have to wait and see. But it still goes against my grain, so to speak, to pretty much hoy, lob, chuck, throw away equipment that's not faulty. And I keep on about the environment all the time, but that is to chuck away good kit order. All right, they've got to sell new equipment, otherwise they go out of business. But shame. Having said that, that tablet is probably about it's at least 5, maybe 6 or 7 years old. So can't really complain too much, can you? Can't really complain too much. Anyway, the other piece of kit that I've got, and this is what I did last night. I was sat here with the rums, and this is honestly, there's no weight to it. The quality of it's not very good, but it's a pound and job. It's 12 quid, which I think was actually too expensive. But I just love the retro style of it. They do a black and silver one as well. What I do like about it, and it's not advertised as such, is it's actually got Bluetooth connectivity, and it's actually got a torch in the end of it as well. It's actually pretty good. The actual clock, there's a bit of a crappy clock in there, and that wasn't working, which annoyed me. So I took it apart to change the battery, and all that is in there. You know, these really cheap watches you can buy for like 50 pence or something. That's all that's in there. It's actually a round watch guts in behind there. That's all it is. Having said that, the FM radio works well. It's actually got shortwave on it. It's got medium wave. I don't know if it's got long wave. I can't see. Don't think it has. But the Bluetooth connectivity is of interest to me. And excuse me, I just linked the tablet or one of the phones up to that, and I've got a playlist of songs that I ripped in from my depleted CD collection. I gave away most of my CDs when we were moving out of the whole family home, but what's left I ripped up to that. I've bought a couple of new CDs in charity shops since, and I ripped it up, and I've got like a little music collection, which obviously will work even if the system went offline. And I had a bit of Pentangle. I like music from the 60s, 70s, a little bit from the 80s, and I didn't mind a lot of stuff from the 90s. 2000s onwards, oh, bloody clue. But anyway, I had a bit of Pentangle going from like 1969, 70, something like that. And there's another artist my missus likes, and I like the guy as well, Jack Johnson. Don't know if you've ever heard of him. I'd never heard of him. But all his songs, I got like 5 albums of his, 5 CDs of his on the media collection, and they're all just mellow, and the volume is down really low level. It's just something in the background, just you know. And that's what I was doing last night. So Great evening, probably a rum or two too many. Didn't hit the sack till 2. Woke up a little bit dry in the mouth, so I had to take on a lot of water today. But so be it. So be it. Anyway, that's another 20 minutes gone. Thanks for sticking with it. If you have, I'll be back again hopefully tomorrow night to do another vlog after another day's walking. So yeah, going to sort me scene out here. Have 1 or 2 tops of rum. Definitely not as many as last night. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers, everyone.